China has been claiming that Taiwan is part of China, but mainland Chinese governments have never ruled Taiwan politically. Taiwan is a democratic country with its own constitution and an elected president. Historically, it has never been part of China. The Russian invasion of Ukraine on the 24th of last month raised concerns that Taiwan would become the next battlefield. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, former US President Donald Trump, and former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe expressed their opinion that China, seeing Russia's provocations, may also take advantage of the international chaos to target Taiwan. In April of last year, The Economist, a British weekly news magazine, called Taiwan the most dangerous place on earth. Even in Taiwan, there is a high level of anxiety that Ukraine today can be Taiwan tomorrow. In particular, on the day of the Russian invasion, as China entered the Taiwan Air Defense Identification Zone with 9 fighter planes, perceptions are increasing that Taiwan should prepare for all-out efforts, such as the revival of the conscription system. The Joe Biden administration, which did not provide direct military support such as dispatching ground forces because Ukraine is not a member of NATO, has a very different attitude toward Taiwan, sending a delegation there for 2 days on March 1st and 2nd. The United States established diplomatic ties with China and cut ties with Taiwan in 1979, but enacted the Taiwan Relations Act to provide a legal basis for supporting Taiwan militarily in case of emergency. Above all, since Taiwan is the 9th trading partner of the United States and the core of the semiconductor alliance, analysts predict that the United States will not remain silent on the threat of the Chinese invasion. On the 27th of last month, former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe said that he was concerned that China may engage in similar actions like Russia. He also said that a state of emergency in Taiwan is a state of emergency in Japan. In particular, the Prime Minister urged the US to ensure the security of Taiwan, which is exposed to the threat of a Chinese invasion. Recently, China has frequently sent fighter jets to Taiwan's ADIZ and conducted maritime military exercises in the South China Sea on the 27th of last month and the 1st of this month. On the 22nd of last month, Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen ordered the military to strengthen combat readiness. On the 1st of this month, Taiwan's defense minister said the various warnings raised for Taiwan after the Ukraine crisis are helpful to the Taiwanese military. There are also voices calling for reinforcement of military power, such as the revival of the conscription system. Taiwan has implemented a conscription system since 1951. This move has been interpreted to reflect the anxiety of Taiwanese society about the military power gap between China and Taiwan. China has 2 million troops, but Taiwan has only about 190,000 active duty soldiers. China differs greatly from Taiwan in every aspect of its land and sea power, including tanks, artillery, destroyers, amphibious ships, submarines, fighters, and transport aircraft. In particular, China has 2 aircraft carriers and 450 bombers, but Taiwan does not have either. However, Taiwan also fortified virtually the entire country for 73 years after the founding of the People's Republic of China and invested huge amounts of money to modernize its military power. The terrain conditions are completely different from those of Ukraine, where the Russian army can advance on land with tanks, but there is a 130-kilometer-long Taiwan Strait between China and Taiwan. Strategically, Taiwan is an important partner of the West because Taiwan produces 60% of the world's semiconductor. If Taiwan becomes part of China due to Chinese invasion, it will be a nightmare for the Western world if the semiconductor industry is transferred to China. This possibility is an important reason why Taiwan should never become a part of China. And if Taiwan became part of China, Japan and the South China Sea would be at risk of entering China's sphere of influence. For geopolitical reasons, Taiwan should never become part of China.